Hello everyone. Let's discuss today revolution of the earth. When the earth moves around the sun, then we call it as a revolution. Now, the earth is moving along this path, and this path is called as orbit. The shape of the orbit is elliptical. It is not circular. And also we know that to go one round around the sun, the earth takes 365 days and approximately 6 hours. But we know that in a year there are 365 days. Now what happens to this 6 hours? Let's discuss. If the earth takes 365 days and 6 hours in a year, then after 4 years, if we multiply this 6 hours into 4, then we will have 24 hours, which is equal to 1 day. And this extra day is added in our calendar in the month of February. So after 4 years we have leap year, that is 366 days, and this extra day is added in the month of February, and we have in a leap year the February is 29 days. Depending on the distance between the earth and the sun, we have two new terms: aphelion, perihelion. Perihelion means when the earth is closest to the sun. This distance is the closest distance between the sun and the earth. Now aphelion means the distance between the earth and the sun, it will be farthest. Then we call as aphelion. Because of the revolution of the earth, we experience different types of seasons. Let's discuss in details. Summer season. You can see in this picture the North Pole is lying towards the sun, and the South Pole is a little bit away from the sun, which means that the North Pole will receive 24 hours of daylight for almost 6 months, and South Pole will remain dark for almost 6 months. You can see in the picture, this is the equator, and most of the regions of the northern hemisphere, they are receiving sunlight. Therefore we have summer, and only a little portion of the southern hemisphere is receiving the sunlight. Therefore we have winter. There is an important term known as summer solstice. Summer solstice. On the 21st of June, the sun rays falls directly in this Tropic of Cancer. And on this day, the northern hemisphere has the longest day and shortest night. The reverse is the case for southern hemisphere. On this day, the southern hemisphere will have shortest day and longest night. In this picture, we can see the North Pole is here. It is away from the sun, and South Pole is now receiving the light. Therefore, now South Pole will have daylight for almost 24 hours or for approximately 6 months, and the North Pole will be in dark. And you can see, if this is the equator, in comparison to the northern hemisphere, the southern hemispheric regions is receiving a large amount of sun rays. So now the summer will be in southern hemisphere and northern hemisphere will have winter season. Like summer solstice, we also have winter solstice, and it happens on 22nd of December. We know that in December we are having winter. You can remember this term in this way. And on this day, this is the Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degree south. Here the sun rays falls vertically. And on this day, the southern hemisphere will have longest day and shortest night. And northern hemisphere will have shortest day. There is another important term, equinox. We now have discussed about summer solstice, or which happens in 21st of June, and winter solstice, which occurs on 22nd of December, and these two position is the equinox. Now what is equinox? Let's discuss. During equinox, you can see here in this picture, the sun rays falls vertically on the equator and also here, and there are equal day and night on 21st of March. We call it as spring equinox because in the month of March in the northern hemisphere we enjoy spring season, so it is named as spring equinox. And also on 23rd of September we have autumn equinox. It means in northern hemisphere we are having autumn season and we are about to enter the winter season. Therefore it is named as autumn equinox, and it happens on 23rd of September. Remember the term elliptical orbit, aphelion, perihelion, and also the dates whenever we are having spring equinox or autumnal equinox, and also summer solstice and winter solstice.